I wake with a yawn, stretching out my lengthy limbs. With a purr, I head to the clearing.
He cleared his throat, preparing himself for a meeting. All cats old enough to run the moors gather here beneath the tall rock for a clan meeting.
The Tom rose as hearing the leader, while rising to his paws, he yawned to the calling of the leader.
My tail switches against the earth. I walk closer to Suncurl. What's the meeting for?
He looked up at the leader, wondering what the meeting's for.
I don't know. Maybe apprentice ceremony? She raised a brow.
So, as many of you heard, our deputy, Wolfpelt, was pushed into the gorge by some mouse-brained rogue.
My gaze widens. What?
The Tom gasped in shock and was hurt. How could this be possible?
I didn't know that. Her eyes widened as she heard the words. They may rest with our clan. She lowered her head for respect.
We cannot identify what this cat looked like, but let us honor him respectfully.
My head dipped low in respect for the fallen. My eyes looked up. Who would Pretzel choose to be his deputy?
But to tradition, I must appoint a new deputy before Moon High. Step up if you dare to be deputy, he yelled.
The Tom looked around, seeing no one stepped up.
Help, is no one stepping up?
No one, he growled angrily.
You should pick Harpy Breeze. He looks pretty angy.
The Tom murmured to himself, "What? No one? This never happened."
Fine then, I will have to assign one myself, he huffed.
The bio reading is so real. I watch as Pretzel surveyed the cats.
Tom watched the leader as he picked a deputy.
I prepare for the choice. Knowing Pretzel, it wouldn't be the same as mine as wait. I prepare for the choice. Knowing Pretzel, it wouldn't be I prepare for the choice. Knowing Pretzel, it wouldn't be the same as mine if I perched upon that rock.
He grunted. I have made my decision, and may StarClan follow it.
Harpy Breeze?
How do you know?
He just seems mean.
Yeah, he is.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows.
Rainbows. Harpy Breeze. He glared at the Tom. You have proven yourself as a worthy feline. I hope I can trust you upon this choice.
My gaze searches the crowd. I want to bound back to my den, but plant my paws.
The Tom watched the leader as he said their name.
Of course, he sighed.
The Tom looked shocked as he looked at the felines that stood up.
Then take your spot upon the high rock as this clan's new deputy.
Harpy Breeze? I whisper. He would mumble something, not too happy.
The Tom said, "Harpy Breeze, what a nice choice."
Meeting dismissed, he'd yowl.
The Tom sighed, glad the meeting was over.
I stare hesitant at Harpy Breeze. I turn to the safety of my den, rushing in. I stare up to the sky through the hole. I wonder how Glacier and Gustkit are doing, I mutter.
Glacier awoke, softly. Hearing the soft breaths from his kit, he turned his gaze to the outside. I had stayed asleep for a bit longer, before slowly waking up soon after Glacier. The light beamed through the den as he turned to the small football below him. "Morning, Scout," he'd purr, offering a brisk lick to Gustkit's forehead. I looked up at him and smiled slightly. "Good morning," I purred as well, as I closed my eyes. He'd stretch out his limber frame, a yawn escaping his maw before looking out. "What say me and you have a drink? My throat is drier than Shard's sense of humour," he chuckled. I quickly nodded. "Okay," I replied and sat up, before getting up entirely, not seeming to have really paid attention to his joking. I carefully approached the edge of the rock ground, a bit scared of the risk of falling off, before crouching down. He turned his gaze downstream. "Pause on the ground, Gustkit. Be careful." He smiled warmly, also crouching down to the water. I started drinking from the flowing water, pausing to nod at Glacier. I said, before getting back to drinking. He lapped up the fresh water, feeling refreshed. "Hey, Gustkit," Check that out. There's fish all around this river. He chuckled in a fatherly tone. I tilted my head slightly, intrigued, and I looked around, wanting to see the fishes he was talking about. He laughed, flicking his paw into the water to splash his kit. There! It got you! He giggled. I flinched. Hey! I hissed, and frowned a little bit before giggling. He smiled before looking to the water again. If we were fast enough, we could catch those fishies, but I guess we'll have to try and eat something else. I seemed a little disappointed. Oh, okay, I replied, and just looked at him as I sat down again. Will we manage to hunt the fishes here eventually? I asked, hoping to be able to, one day. He raised his head high, smirking. Don't be down, little guy. One day you're going to be way faster than your old man. He nuzzled his kit proudly. I couldn't help but chuckle a bit. I hope so. I'll be able to catch as much prey as I'd want then, I'd meow, my smile having returned. Exactly, he'd grin in delight. Speaking of prey, let's see if we can hunt something, he'd purr. Stay close to your old man, okay? Alright, I responded, getting back up and waiting for him to lead the way. I stood still, waiting for Glacier to continue moving, glancing around in the meantime. He scoured the territory, lifting his nose to scent the air. Remember what I taught you, okay? If you see any other cats, hide. It isn't safe around here, but I'll be right beside you. I nodded. Okay, don't worry, I replied. He smiled proudly to his kit. Follow close, little guy. There's a scent here. You keeping up alright? Not really, but okay enough, I think, I meowed, as I'd been struggling to catch up. His gaze shifted quickly. To the bushes, now, he whispered. He smiled to the cat. Well, hello there. Nice weather, isn't it? Haha, yes, she looked up at the sky. You may want to leave before there are patrols. He tilted his head. I'm not sure what a patrol is, but I'll be on my way, okay? No kit here. Just let me do my business really quick. Okay. She tilted her head and narrowed her eyes. She swore she smelled a kit. He bit his lip and nodded. I waited in the bush, hoping the other cat would go away. Come, hurry. He grabbed her scruff with haste. Scuff. I sighed quietly, having gotten a bit scared from having to hurry in a bush, but I stayed silent. He panted, his ears falling. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that, he gasped out, but you were so brave. I felt a bit proud about him calling me brave. Thank you, I meowed, unsure of what to say, but I gave him a small smile. He purred, patting his kit on the head. Let's rest up here. It won't be long until night falls, and we can see your mother again. I nodded. Okay. Hope there won't be another cat again, I replied. I laid down close to him. Calming down, he let out a breath of air, feeling hunger in his belly, but setting it aside. The sun fell slowly across the horizon.
Why are you in such a hurry? He growled, staring at the medicine cat.
I shake my head, turning to Pretzel. Why do you care? I hiss.
There are no cats you have to attend to, so what's the rush? He glared.
I need personal space. Is that annoying to you? I stomp.
He'd growl once more, then storm off.
I roll my eyes, looking to the herb shelf. Nothing. My body turns at Paul's steps. My stick! He's broken! Please help him! He cried.
I love that.
Amazing.
I chuckle, leaning down. What happened to it? You can fix it? He is going crazy. I dropped it, he'd mew. I nod. I can fix him right up. Yay! Told ya. I turn, my gaze meeting the empty shelf.
Lay,
Yeah?
Pretzel just poofed.
So what ended up happening here was our original Pretzel / leader had to go. They just left. So they will have a different body actor and voice actor, so just try your best to ignore that. Back to the video.
My tail flicks. I run to the reeds, an idea forming. I take a lengthy blade of grass, wrapping it around to connect the two parts. I tie it tightly before picking up the stick. I carry the mended stick over, placing it at their paws. Oh, better. My tail flicks. Wow, medkits can really heal anything. That's so cool. Being a medicine cat would be so cool. Thank you. I smile, heading to the clearing. Where is every cat? I mutter.
The Tom watched from his den.
Were patrols sent out?
Yeah.
I nod. Thank you, Crowhaze. I nod, turning with pinned ears. I place the dock leaves. I sigh, longing for Gustkit's sweet scent. The night was growing closer. I lap some water to clear my mind. He entered, dropping the rabbit for Chard. I turn, nodding my thanks. Thank you, I purr. I stir from my nap. That rabbit made me quite sleepy. I pad to my den's entrance. And already, I have. I'll fetch a rabbit for the two of them. I meow, going off to hunt. I pounce, killing it with large paws. Yes! I turn, patting with glee.
Charredtuft! He cried out.
I turn, grinning.
It's so good to see you.
Hey, Gustkit. I waddle up to my kitten. And you're just there. It's okay.
We've been bonding, it's fine. My purring grew louder upon seeing Charredtuft, and I smiled at her. And I moved closer. Hi! I meowed happily.
Want this rabbit? I chuckle, nosing it forward.
Gustkit's been so brave today. He's really coming out of his shell.
Hi, Beam. Good to hear. My eyes rest on the young tomcat. Oh, how much I longed for him to stay in Wind Clan. You want some rabbit, son?
I was a bit amazed at seeing the rabbit, and my smile got even wider. Whoa, absolutely, I replied before pausing for a bit. Can I share with Dad? I asked.
The gaze turns. Sure. How was today?
I let out a small, happy trill and moved over to the side, starting to eat a bit of the rabbit. I smiled. You go first, Gustkit. You're going to need to eat lots if you're going to start hunting soon. He turned to Chard. It was the same as ever. It was decent, but our hunting had gotten interrupted by another cat. I replied to Charredtuft. Hey! Greedy guts!
I nod slowly. Who? Did you catch the name?
I didn't, but I made sure Gustkit stayed well out of sight. It was a close call. I shrugged. I'd got it in a bush. I didn't hear them talking. I meowed.
Just make sure Gustkit is okay. I know you do. My gaze rests on the kitten.
He sighed, offering a warm smile to the medicine cat. How is everything at the clan?
Fine. Today I treated a stick. I chuckle.
I laid down, my paws being a bit tired from standing already, and stared back and forth at Mum and Dad. You hear that, Gustkit? Seems like your mother is the jack of all trades, he giggled. How do you even manage to treat a stick? I asked, clearly confused but intrigued.
That I am. I offer a warm glance to the glacier, tapping their cheek. Wrapped a reed around the two parts.
He gave a brief lick to her nose, in jest, and smiled. I'm just glad you're okay.
Me too. I miss the warmth of Glacier's fur. Even though it's literally ice, okay? Don't question.
I wasn't entirely sure what Charredtuft had even been saying, not being knowledge on stick treatment, but just nodded, pretending to understand. His ears dropped a little, but he quickly caught himself from becoming disheartened. I'll let you and Gustkit talk, and make sure nobody followed you.
I nod, purring things. I lean down, lapping his head. How are you, Gusty?
I'm okay, just a little bit tired, I replied. And you? I asked, having forgotten if Glacier had already asked her earlier.
Fine. Busy, but fine. I just miss you.
Same. Will I ever be able to meet more often? I meowed, a bit sad.
Tears prick lightly at my eyes. Someday. Yes.
Some of my clan will be stirring by now, I know. Pretzel will be looking for me. I give a last slap at Gusty's cheek. I must go. I turn, racing off. Ba-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na-na.
He watched the Tom approach the clan and walked over to the feline. Where have you been? He questioned the cat with a growl of annoyance.
I was collecting herbs, I reply.
Sure you was, he growled.
Yeah, herbs. When a fox came in and startled me. So I ran.
What? A fox? What do you mean?
A red fox with socks.
The Tom stared.
I have herbs to sort. Oh no, I shake my head. Maybe some sleep will help me out. Yeah, sleep. I curl up. I bat Guskit's nose, giggling as I do so.
I playfully swung my paw at her as I jokingly tried to look scary with my fur puffed out.
Ah! I pad back, laughing. Hey. I pop up. Come on, Gusty.
I mumbled. Look, Gustkit, it's so cool! He pointed his paw to the colourful shell.
Ooh, I purr. Some say you can hear the water in them.
I went over to see what he was talking about and seemed quite amazed for a bit, before pouncing on the shell, with seemingly no second thought.
I laughed.
That's our little Gusty, he laughed too. I picked up the shell and went back to them, and then dropped the shell.
I purr in amusement. You keep it.
Okay, thanks, I meowed, smiling at them as I purred as well. He chuckled. It's almost as big as you. You must be so strong carrying that around. Hey, I'm not as small as a shell, I huffed, forcing myself to frown at him, even though I wasn't truly upset. He stuck his tongue playfully. He stuck his tongue out playfully at the kit. Nuh-uh.
I trail off. Hey, Glacier? Can we talk? I look back at Gustkit. You can play with your shell.
I huffed again, acting dramatic. I moved my head closer to the shell, trying to see if charredtuft was correct about being able to hear the sea. Oh, okay, I seemed confused.
I turned to pad off, humming lightly.
He nodded, gesturing as his eye followed. Keep listening! Maybe a crab will get your ear.
That doesn't sound nice.
He paused briefly, before placing a paw on Chard's paw. You know, it keeps me awake at night, thinking about us all living together. But then I think about how much we'd have to sacrifice. Your life as a medicine cat defines you, and my life as a rogue defines me.
Maybe it doesn't have to, I'm real. I just miss you two all the time. Medicine cat life is slow in Wind Clan. The only thing I treated was a stick.
He looked away to the sky. You're smart and talented. That's why I love you. Always will. Maybe someday we can leave, but for now, he trailed off.
I just wish we didn't have to hide.
He leant against her. We should get back to Gustkit. Not answering her.
The only thing that brings us together from our lives is that kit. I nod. My head lifts. groggy. Had I slept through the day? I look up. Glacier and Gustkit would be waiting.
He paced back and forth, noticing the night had fell so soon. His eyes were tired, not able to rest with thoughts of Gustkit being stolen from him. As Glacier had moved away, I struggled to stay asleep, especially with feeling cold, so I slowly woke up, a bit confused. I looked up at him drowsy and yawned before nodding slowly. It's fine. Mm-hmm, I replied, getting up to stretch. You're awesome, Gustkit, he smiled. Come on, I'll carry you on my back this time. I tried to stay steady on his back while avoiding digging my claws into his fur, which wasn't exactly the best thing. He stalked through the grass, careful to scout out the area. He giggled at Gustkit as Gustkit wobbled. Was that fun? He grinned.
I watched charredtuft lead their den. I decided to follow them.
I nodded quickly. More than I thought it'd be, I replied, purring for a short moment as I stared at him. Charredtuft, you look drenched, he chuckled.
My ears go back. I think Pretzel knows, I squeak.
His lip curled. That can't be. I noticed charredtuft having gotten here, and I was about to go closer before hearing her speak. Huh? Is that bad? I asked, getting worried by the seemingly high tension.
When I arrived in camp yesterday, he questioned me. I said I was getting herbs, but then a fox came. I didn't know what to say.
He patted over to soothe her. It'll be okay. He's always been a nosy little mouse brain. There's no way he knows.
I'm worried your scent was still in my pelt, and I fall, mind spinning. I just don't know.
I stayed quiet, just staring at the both of them, being really unsure how to react to this whole situation. I got up and walked over to charredtuft, laying close to her, hoping to help comfort her. He tried to reassure her. No matter what, it'll be okay. Maybe it's finally time you told him the truth.
If you knew, I could be exiled or worse. I can't do that. I can't risk your safety.
He nodded, biting back more. Then maybe me and Gustkit should go. It's only making all of us unsafe. Who knows how he'll react?
No, I yell. I can't lose you. I can't lose Gustkit. I look down at the he kit. I leave Wind Clan and stay with you two.
I was getting lost on what was going on. Still not sure why charredtuft was here. Being here was such a big issue. I was getting more and more worried. Gustkit is my priority. He's my everything. I can't risk his life, and neither can you.
I need to go, I decide, turning on shaky legs.
I swallowed nervously and tried to hold back from crying. Is there no way we can all be together safe? I mumbled. His ears fell, his gaze shifting to Gustkit. We'll be here. Maybe.
I love you too. I meow, walking forward.
Hello? What is this? Seen a cat? I'm disappointed in you, and I will be planning what will happen to you, he growled at the traitor.
My eyes widened upon seeing there be another cat, and I moved closer to Glacier, anxious.
Hello everyone, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. It took a while to come out because of personal reasons, laziness, school starting, just, you know, the works, but I'm really glad I was able to get this out for you guys. There will be a part 2 to the story of charredtuft, Gustkit, Glacier, and Pretzel. I'm really glad with how this turned out, except for a few things, like my mouse being on. That really irritated me. You know, I forgot to record some bits. That was, you know, not the best. Yeah, I just really loved the experience, though, and I would really love to do a part 2 if you guys are down. Another thing I've been interested in maybe doing with these characters is a Q&A. So if you have any questions, you could perhaps leave them down in the comments, and maybe I can get around to answering some of them. But last thing I want to say, thank you to everyone, some notable players / people were
Callie playing as Glacier, Shade as Gustkit, and Koala as Pretzel, and then Flick externally on the thumbnail and, just being there helping me editing through it because it was kind of a drag for me. But, I was really happy to put out this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much.